Yeah. No. It's all good. It's all good.
I'll try it, sure.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, both players kept 7. I don't think they knew what each other were on. Verdant Catacombs, City of Traders, Simian Spirit Guide, Magus of the Moon. All right, coming in hot.
Did it in my turn.
Making the smart play here, fetching in response to the Magus. And most likely finding a basic forest so we can function at least a little bit on Steven's side. Steven, it looks like going for the unglued forests. Oh, going for the mortuary. Okay. I guess I didn't expect that. Gonna surveil. Well, I guess if you have the basic forest in your hand, then you're good. You did see Steven pick up the hand to double check that, maybe. Oh, there were 2 basics in hand? All right, so that makes more sense then. So surveil makes sense here. It's probably a little bit bigger on your screen than it is on mine, so Twitch chat and the YouTube comments probably saw that a little bit better than I did. But that makes a lot of sense. There's the basic forest, so Steven is in the clear. Magus of the Moon not doing too much damage then. One of the Moto double face red lands comes in. It's not Shatter Skull smashing. It's a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that Volcanic Fissure? I'm not sure.
7.
Keen-Eyed Curator, one of my favorite cards from Bloomborough. It was Volcanic Fissure. Okay. Folks, memorize every version of every card, and then you can be on my level. On my level. These people wish. Broadside Bombardiers comes in. All right, 2 damage comes in to Steven. Keen-Eyed Curator cannot block. Broadside Bombardiers has Menace. The Menace mechanic was such a mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Cool.
Good luck.
You as well.
Dryad Arbor is a mountain, but it's still a creature, and it's still a 1/1. Doesn't take away the fact that it's a creature. I think its color identity becomes red, though. Well, I don't think I know. Here's another Broadside Bombardiers.
Good combat.
Flashing and Endurance. All right, we might say a Bombardiers die in combat unless Lee takes out the Endurance before blocks.
Yep.
Which he can do with the Broadside Bombardiers boast ability. Seems like that's not the plan. It seems like Steven's going to triple block a Bombardier. Oh, thinking about it. How can this go horribly wrong for Steven? Is what Steven's thinking about right now. And what I think most of us watching are thinking. All right, so just a double block with the Raccoon and the Endurance on a Broadside Bombardiers. We're going to sacrifice the blocked, it looked like, to kill the Keen-Eyed Curator, which could potentially become a 7/7 later and be trouble. Another Shatter Skull comes in. That's 2 Shatter Skulls and a Volcanic Fissure. Pass the turn.
Went the distance.
Yeah, block with all 3 wasn't great.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
There's Gaia's Cradle. Makes 2 mana. Oh, well, there's a moon on the board, so it doesn't make 2 mana. Never mind. Never mind.
Pass turn.
I got excited to see Gaia's Cradle from the mistake set Urza's Saga, which Wizard still hasn't apologized to me personally about. All right, Zenith for 2. White of the Reliquary is found. AP has arrived. Nighttime stream. Are we bringing back the bingo cards too? AP, you know, AP, that's a deep cut. AP's been with us for a long time. We used to have bingo on stream when we streamed in the evenings. Maybe we'll bring it back someday. We'll see. We'll see. It was mostly activity while people were sideboarding, which we no longer have to worry about on stream. But Maybe we'll find a way to bring back bingo, if everybody insists.
Card, sure.
When I first made the bingo cards, I was like, what the hell am I going to talk about for 3 minutes while the players are sideboarding? And I came up with the bingo cards.
And then I'll pass turn.
Like the minimum number of cards.
I'm full of good ideas sometimes. So White of the Reliquary on defense is a little bit threatening. It's currently a 3/3, I believe. There's only one creature in the yard.
So you get 5. 4 is where you're starting to get a little low.
Magus of the Moon didn't put a stop to much so far. Obviously, the Gaia's Cradle will be making a lot more mana, which matters. Calamity says we can analyze the spreadsheets between games. You know what? Let's just ban Calamity from the chat. How about that? We're not doing that. That's so boring. I'm just kidding, Calamity. I'm just.
Untap. Drop. A Wasteland.
Unlicensed Hearse, it looks like. Paragoyf and Shatterskull smashing other cards in hand for Lee. Trying to figure out what to do here. AP says the spreadsheets analyze themselves. Yeah, we're getting close to that point. Shatterskull smashing, targeting the white. X is 3. Yep, the white is summoning 6, so it gets knocked out by Shatterskull.
I accept. Thanks, son. Sure.
Okay, found another Green Sun Zenith. X is 2 again. Will it just be another white? Or will it be something else? All right, just another white. I like that. So this one's a 4/4 now.
It was a 4/4, sorry. One bigger than the last.
Yeah. Pass turn.
Looks like a Fury was drawn. That's not too bad. Would have to pitch the Paragoyf, though, which is awkward. What does the power of Paragoyf look like right now? It looks like creature, land, sorcery? It's not very good.
That guy was coming.
Oh, so okay. I thought for some reason Lee had 4 mana, but it's 5. So Fury can get hard cast. I'm missing some things here. My bad. White of the Reliquary gets hit, and it dies. All right, so Fury's in. Fury's going to be pretty good here. The elementals of MH2 on both sides. Oh boy, Modern Horizons. Wow, another Green Sun Zenith. X is going to be 3 this time. Steven with a little evil laugh there. Are we top decking these? Maybe. Finds another Endurance. Targeting no one. Okay. If a Paragoyf comes in, maybe that'll be regretted later. Maybe.
Yep.
Endurance can trade with Fury.
I only picked this. I picked this deck up probably like 3 months ago.
Oh, good call.
It's very.
Okay, combat time. Attack with Fury. So an Endurance can trade, potentially. Potentially.
Yeah, go to damage.
Okay. They both die.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this dies on regular. Yeah. Yeah, it's toughness too, right?
Okay, so the Elementals trade. Island Delver Go, thank you for the sub with Prime, 44 months. That's a long time. Appreciate it. Paragoyf drops in. It's going to kill the Dryad Arbor. I think Paragoyf's power is 3. Yep. There's a 3.
It's a 3/4.
Magus of the Moon remains. Paragoyf is a 3/4.
3 land, right? That's all we have. I'm so good at this.
What? All right, another Green Sun Zenith X is 3. There must be like 9 copies in the deck. We're going to need to do a deck check here.
Yeah, we're all looking for the guy who did this.
Looks like Lee's hand is double unlicensed hearse.
2-2.
And there's another endurance.
This time I will target you. Because it gets a sorcery out of it, right? Now, now it's just your land.
All right, that'll decrease the power of Powergoyf to 2. And a second endurance on the board again.
There's another one. We're going to check the tape.
Yeah, here we go.
Unlicensed hearse. That could matter. Simian Spirit Guide. Also could matter. Probably going to matter less if we're being honest.
Gonna come back.
Broadside Bombardier is attacking. Its boast ability is turned on. Unlicensed hearse gets sacked. Okay. And an endurance gets taken out. And Broadside Bombardier is going to get through for 2 damage. It has menace. Collect a roof. Not super relevant right here, but it can block.
Endurance?
Okay. That collector roof ended up being pretty good. The 1 ring comes in. And its ETB ability happens, and Lee needs to be reminded that it cannot be tapped. So, there's the 1 ring, everybody. Did we ask for a Lord of the Rings set? Like, I don't remember tweeting that I wanted a Lord of the Rings Magic set. Does anybody know? What happened there? Endurance gets hit by a sacked Simian Spirit Guide. And it looks like a lot of damage is going to come in.
Yeah, we didn't add, so it's fine.
Upkeep. Yep. Oh yeah, that. Is it on my upkeep or?
It's on your upkeep, so yeah.
Oh, upkeep. Got it.
Another Green Sun Zenith. Oh my goodness. All right, X is 3. Oh man. Oh man. How many is that now? Gets another endurance. How many endurance are in the deck? We need a deck check.
Combat.
If Steven doesn't win this game, I'm going to be upset. The 1 ring is getting sacked, though, and that ends the game. All right, so I'm upset. Game 1 goes to Lee. Managed to beat several Green Sun Zenith, let's say.
That's right? No. No, I untap and it's already a problem.
Yeah.
How many was that, though? There had to have been like 9 Green Sun Zenith in that game.
New cards are pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you say? Generally, if it's new, it's better than what's old. Yeah, unfortunately.
Proxy in his deck. Apparently didn't know you didn't have proxies, so he got DQ. I was like, it's very odd.
And this time I know what you're up to.
All right, so Steven will be on the play here for game 2. We're going to keep an eye out for Steven's Zenith deck with 12 copies of Green Sun Zenith. And looks like we're ready to go.
I'm gonna keep.
And I didn't know the person. I haven't seen him before. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, Forest, Green Sun Zenith. X is 0 this time, so there's Dryad Arbor. That's the turn.
There's gonna be some fair gaming.
Chromox. After a Snow Mountain. Like Sundering Eruption. Simian Spirit Guide. Magus of the Moon. So Dryad Arbor's back to being a mountain. Basic Forest for Steven, pretty good. Looks like Lee's hand is Fury, Blood Moon, One Ring. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was a lot of resource went into making that Magus of the Moon for sure. Elvis Spirit Guide gets pitched. Here's Endurance. It's gonna block Magus of the Moon, and it will die in combat. That was pretty good.
I'm gonna get a.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Swords it.
Second man.
Okay, so kept the Verdant Catacombs on tap, which makes sense. Fury pitching Blood Moon. Gonna hit Endurance and hit Dryad Arbor. And that clears the board of threats. I like that play. Verdant Catacombs most likely gonna sack and surveil, finding the mortuary again.
Portico?
Get my surveil land.
Keep that on top.
Yep.
And then I will.
Can the people of the chat name every surveil land? What's the red-green one called? Quick. Wooded Foothills gets correct. Aviator wins. Elvish Reclaimer, White of the Reliquary, pretty good. What's the red-white one called? Quick. All right, people have been studying up. People have been studying up. John, thanks for pledging via Patreon. Is that $300?
Probably.
Yeah.
3.
Thespian stage.
Yeah.
And then I will.
Yeah. Okay. Put the wrong card in the chrome box.
Is that what that said? It's so small on my screen. Well, if so, thank you very much. I can't see the notification, but thank you very much.
So untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Okay, Twitch chat said it did. Unfortunately, it's just so small on my screen, I can't read it. But thank you, John. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome.
And then I will pass turn.
Okay, one card on the bottom for Lee, who's on the plate. Ancient Tomb, Chromox, pitching a imprinting a Simian Spirit Guide. Magus of the Moon. Okay, we're doing it again. This might be more difficult for Steven if he doesn't have a basic forest in. Okay, well, there it is. All right, all right. Both players have what they need. Noble Hierarch, not bad. The Moon hands, maybe not a guaranteed win or anything, but you do like a hand with a turn 1 Moon against a deck that might not be able to function if they don't have a basic in hand. There's Windswept Heath. It's a mountain. Collector Oof. That's not going to be too bad. Elvish Reclaimer.
Yeah.
And then I will pass turn.
No follow-up for Lee. Maybe a hand with a turn 1 Moon hoping to draw some more heat. Collector Roof shuts off the Chromox. And potentially a 1 ring would be shut off as well. Elvish Reclaimer is live. Ignoble Hierarch. And then pass the turn. No risk of losing a Collector Roof in combat. I approve of that. Shadow Skull comes in untapped as a mountain. Looks like Lee's holding a copy of the 1 ring, but not going to play it. And the Reclaimer will help look for more basics if that's what Steven needs. Sacrificing this Windswept Heath. And going to look through the deck. Is it possible we have a basic swamp in there? It's probably just going to be a forest. Yeah. So I think Lee's hand is Chromox and the One Ring. And the One Ring, as most of you know, an unbeatable card. The One Ring would be shut off by the Collector Roof on the board, so it's not very good right now. Attacking for 4. Willing to risk the Collector Roof in combat this turn. 4 mana, natural order. First natural order of the match. It's going to resolve. Atraxa. That's a big hit.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about this.
Yeah, folks, before you hang out with 90s MTG in the chat, you have to have every Magic card memorized. So a lot of stuff is getting found here by Atraxa. Steven jumping ahead. Found a Snuff Out. Another Natural Order, an Ignoble Hierarch, and a Wooded Foothills.
Yeah.
So Trax is going to hit pretty hard with Lifelink. There's the One Ring. That'll give protection for a turn.
Yeah, this was devastating.
Oh, because I got that and you had rank.
I would have cast it and you played the
End of your turn, I'll attempt to have to exile it.
a lot of cards that he
That is
You get a basic land.
basic land. And it's a mace, right?
Okay, some people in the chat are cheering against Ancient Tomb specifically, which is interesting.
Sleep it like that.
Got it. Okay. Untap.
I'm telling, I've said it so many times. The Tempest set was a mistake. It's broken.
And I will pass turn.
Nobody says it but me. I'm the only one brave enough.
Okay.
You thought Throne of Eldraine was bad? Check out Tempest.
Pass turn.
Trying to bounce Atraxa here with Gone. Okay.
Summoning Sickness. Just happened. Oh, no, I can do anything right now, yeah. She's gone.
Good.
Okay. Atraxa's back in hand. It's going to be hard to hard cast. AP says Tempest gave us the most incredible creature type of all time, Lissid. Wasn't that an Exodus?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, huge White of the Reliquary coming into the red zone. Drops Lee down to 7. There's 4 Exalteds on the board. Looks like Lee drew another Magus of the Moon, which is not going to be very exciting. There it is.
Cast crop rotation. Sacrificing Maya.
Yep.
This is resolve.
Needs to get that Collector Roof out of here. But even then, it might not be good enough.
Make another one. Oh, no. That's turn.
This is game 3.
Stage.
And get a 2020.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are all. These are my turn.
Okay, Broadside Bombardiers. Has to stay back on defense, though, with a second White of the Reliquary on the table. It's not the best. Snuff Out. Kill the Moon. This might be game.
Take 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Response to patch on. Activate this guy.
Play Maya. Pass turn.
Card now 2.
2.
Your end step.
Yeah.
Okay, so a Gaia's Cradle is found by the White.
Yeah.
Recast the attraction, don't you?
Surveil. Noble Hierarch can make blue mana, so Atraxa could be cast here.
Oh, you're right. If one attack, yeah. I wasn't thinking clearly about that. Okay. See what I can do.
How you doing?
Oh, but now that the moon's gone.
I'm Simon, how are you doing? You're like, that is how that's my mood. Yeah. Prismatic? Yeah. Otherwise, I'm doing
Okay, natural order second noble hierarch. If it's Crater Hoof, that's it.
in your end step. I'm gonna flash it in.
All right, Crater Hoof to Behemoth. That is the game. Collector Roof beats the One Ring. The Lord of the Rings is defeated. GG's. Wow.